What's good, everyone? Today, I'm going to be talking about a story that has to do with, honestly, ESPN. Has to do with the demise of a veteran, an ex-player for the Chicago Bears, 14-year veteran, Bryan Robinson. Number 98 is the number he was for Chicago Bears. Recently, a story came out about around June 13th, where this individual was seen on camera going into a motel in Milwaukee with another man that was thin-built, dark-skinned, and this thin-built, dark-skinned man, yet to be identified, left the hotel room. A little bit later, I guess police came to investigate the room due to some type of disturbance or curiosity, and they found Bryan Robinson dead on the bed. He was within the room, and he was nude on the bed. They also found alcohol, and they have yet to release the cause of death and what actually caused him to be deceased, but allegedly he was on the bed nude, and some type of sexual deviance caused his demise. Now, I don't have all the details as far as the story goes. I have all the information that was released along with it, but from other information and sources that I've been able to gather, allegedly the rectal trauma was the way that he passed or caused him to bleed out. This is a very interesting topic to cover because he's a married man with kids, and I'm pretty sure it was pretty rough for his wife to find out her husband was deceased, let alone in this manner. So as the investigation goes on, this story becomes pretty interesting, and honestly very curious to how or why he ended up at that motel in that area of Milwaukee, being that it was a seedy motel and known for shady dealings. Going forward, I just pray patience and comfort for his family, and I hope that the details, when they do release, they're not too graphic or too grotesque. He was definitely a key player at the times he played. I'm not sure about his Pro Bowl status, but being that he was a 14-year veteran, I'm almost certain as a defensive lineman he was in the Pro Bowl. I could double check that and add that to the description to let people know his true stats and everything about his character and just overall what was said in terms of his demise. I'd like to hear your comments, suggestions, share anything you'd have to say about the situation. It's pretty sad because he was a father and overall not only a player but a role model to other young men attempting to play in the NFL, being he played so long, stayed so healthy. I just would like to know the details surrounding of what actually happened to him. It is speculated that he allegedly willingly showed up with this man to be in the motel. What they showed up to do, that wasn't hinted or even assumed. The staff at the hotel said, but it's sad that such a spectacular player life ended this way. And I just want other people going forward to understand that we all have our images and we all have our careers in life, and we uphold them however we find value to. But it's very important to always remember, if you're in a position to be a role model, to attempt to make those decisions that help to uphold that role model status and doesn't influence the younger generation to make negative choices or to make a choice to allegedly be in the room with a man when you have a wife and kids at home. Just overall to make better decisions and decisions that affect your family and less personal, so that the selfishness is out of it and your family's well-being comes first. Let me know what you think. Like, share, comment. All rights reserved.